The anti-capture framework is basically me trying to grapple with or figure out what is unique about DAOs and why haven't we seen them exist before, and what can they uniquely bring to the table. My hypothesis, or I guess my theory, is that decentralized governance in a more general concept is the most capture resistant form of governance that has ever existed, at least governance that can grow at scale. And I have this theory that the threat of capture of resources is what has resulted in traditional organizations having to take this very, very hierarchical, top down, centralized control kind of structure. Because they want to bring a lot of people's resources together because there's so much power in doing that. And collecting capital and going to deploy it as a group is a really powerful construct. But when you put everybody's resources together, you can't just give everybody access to all of it because somebody might just take it all. So you have to have some way of figuring out who has permissions or who has authority to spend or take or manage those resources or that capital. And when we're dealing with sort of the like traditional non-blockchain kind of world, the only real way to do that outside of having like a small group of trusted friends or trusted family members is to impose this like top-down hierarchical control that might be backed by a legal system where you can kind of resolve disputes with this external body that has its power because of its monopoly on violence within that particular jurisdiction. But DAOs, because they use blockchains and smart contracts, enable the like conditional splitting up of the control so that everybody shares in the control over those things. And that is very resistant to capture of those things, of those resources, and allows a structure to be created or to form that is not hierarchical, that is more of a flat or sort of network based. And I think that is very unique. So my perspective is that we should be leaning into that rather than trying to kind of crowbar in more traditional structures or more traditional concepts of power into the organizations that we're creating with DAOs and these new Web3 communities.